So today I thought I would show you another side of myself. I thought I would take my mask off for you. As you can see, this is me. Simple, comfortable, relaxed. No speaking gear, no major persona. What I want to ask you today is, are you comfortable looking in the mirror? When you look in the mirror, what is it that you see? Is it a friend that you see in the mirror? Or is it someone that you don't really like? I can tell you that self-judgment has a tremendous impact on us. What we feel shame about inside our lives, inside our hearts, inside our minds has a tremendous impact on our lives. I can tell you this because I know it myself. I have felt that. In fact, when I was a teenager, my body felt so big compared to the people around me. I was really uncomfortable in my own skin, and I carried that dis-ease about myself when I went to Princeton. I was a basketball player there, and I interpreted my tall and strong body as heavy and clumsy. And my insecurity wasn't just on the court, it was also in the classroom and how I compared myself to the people I went to school with. They were all so smart. They were from wealthy families, and I was from a single parent family, and we struggled to meet the bills every month. This affected everything while I was at school. I would go to some social gatherings, but when I went, I would kind of fade into the background. I was really just sort of depressed and unsure of myself. And when I would interact, I wouldn't just be myself. I'd put on a smile, I'd try to pretend I was okay, but I was very uncomfortable. And people around me wouldn't have even known that that's how I was feeling. Because what we do when we feel uncomfortable is we create a mask, a persona, something that we think we need to be. To keep up that mask, we get the right clothes, we drive the right cars, we drop the right names. We do all the right things to make people think that we're okay. We think everybody else is doing just fine. They're successful. They're doing great in their lives. So we wouldn't want them to know and let them in on how we're really doing. It takes a lot of work to keep a mask on. It takes so much energy and effort to pretend to be something that we really aren't. What if instead we began to open up? I believe that silent suffering is a worldwide epidemic. We all think that we're the ones having the difficulty. We're the ones that are having things happen in our life that makes our life feel like it's falling apart. But in reality, it's happening to everyone else too. I wasn't the only insecure one at Princeton. I was surrounded by people who had the same insecurities, but I didn't know that was true about them, so I hid. I hid behind my mask. My insecurities stem from the fact that my dad abandoned me when I was a teenager, and I thought there must be something wrong with me if my dad doesn't even want to be part of my life. I find this to be true for my clients. I had a client recently, and this client, he seemed like a really great communicator, really wonderful person, but he saw himself as very inadequate. Here, come to find out, he had been sexually abused as a child, and he had hid that secret for 20 years. No wonder he was having difficulty in his life. What I want to challenge you to do this week is to take off your mask. You don't have to blurt out your secrets to everyone around you. Start at home. Start with your own mirror. Take some time. Just look in the mirror. See yourself with new eyes, not judgmental eyes. See yourself with the loving energy and thoughts of your source. You're not alone in this. Take off your mask. Relax. Just be you. It's so much easier to live life this way.